My name is Hugo. Joining me, sadly, again, is Tom Biz.
I feel like you stole that joke from somewhere. Was it my Twitter at TomBiz? Because I feel like it might have been.
That's the worst sell I've ever seen. Anyway, we're going to be jumping into Endpoint versus Reason Gaming. A huge matchup. Tom is very excited.
Yes.
That's a no. But obviously, this is going to be a best-of-3 series, as the rest have been as well. Starting off will be Mirage. That is going to be the map pick of Endpoint. Secondly, Overpass. That'll be the map pick of Reason. And thirdly, if needed, will be Inferno. This match is an interesting one, though, Tom. Is it not?
Yes.
Do you want to tell us why, or is that my job?
I think that's your job.
Okay, that's my job.
You're employed to do everything else, so why not?
Tom just sits here and makes sarcastic comments and shouts out his Twitter. I would disagree. Anyway, so the reason this is interesting for those who may not be aware is Reason are actually the team on the lower side of the bracket, the harder side of the bracket, that knocked out Method, the team that we all thought, you included, despite your lack of knowledge, that would be making it through and actually being able to qualify, make it through the UK qualifier in first place. And they knocked them out 2-1 with quite a dominant performance. I think they lost 16-14 and 16-5 and 16-10 won. So quite dominant. But yeah, they got some big shoes to fill over on the side of Method. I know that, Tom. Okay, we'll put the game on the screen. We'll put the game on the screen if you care that much about it. They've got some big shoes to fill for sure, right? Going into this one, Endpoint have a fairly new roster. They recently added in Pickles, Mighty Max, and Jesp alongside Cryptix, and really only just have no, not Mighty Max, sorry, Pickles, Cryptix, and Jesp. I was just reading the names off the screen and wasn't paying attention. And obviously with this two-man core left of Mighty Max and Imi.
You don't remember the roster off by heart?
I think I do. I just called it. But either way, yeah, it's a bit of a mix, but now they're actually an official team, so it'll be interesting to see how they perform coming into this matchup. They've had a bit of time to work together as a team, whereas Reason have been together a little longer. That being said, let's just jump right into the game. Let's just see what's going to happen here in the first map. This is Endpoint's pick. Reason going to be starting on the CT side after winning that knife round. Tom, take us away.
Yeah, well, pretty much complete B presence at the moment from the T side. I'm going to look to challenge in time to pass, but they've been spotted in the meantime. Now the CT side are playing very passively over on A, and actually there's only one man over towards his B site. Karma looking to see what he can do, and he's already got 3 kills, headshots galore. Eventually there'll be a trade back, but already the rotations have come in from the remaining players. Imi is going to try and make his way forward to get back towards his teammate, but this is just problematic. He'll be able to get one Cinder quick to trade, and there shouldn't be anything more in this round for the T side. Imi getting tagged down bit by bit, and Reason will take themselves that pistol.
Great round from Karma and Cinder on the site there. Really, really effective defense. Obviously now going forward, Reason, they are making waves. They are picking up that first round in the matchup. Well, not many people were expecting them to win, but again, they did take down Method, so anything is possible here. Let's see how Endpoint can perform coming into the second one. They've got Deagles, they've got a couple of Tech 9s as well. We've got a few rifles on Reason as well as a triple SMG setup. And Thomas in towards middle is about to be met with a flurry of terrorist players.
Yeah, I like his name. Not sure why. T's have invested in this round. No bomb plant, of course. Not a whole lot of utility for either side to play with, so it's just going to be an all-out brawl. Now, in terms of mid-control for the T side, it's valuable, but at the same time, the short-range pistols won't be helping them out too much. They have gone for the Deagles, so there is potential for some headshot magic. And they're hoping that somebody on the CT side will make a bit more of a mistake. They've still got a player up in Palace as well. They're actually going to go splitting towards Thomas. He's going to get isolated. There's another kill coming in on Imi as well. And this leaves him in a predicament as the rifle now falls into the hands of Cryptix.
Woodman's stuck towards the back as well. One for him. Does get traded by Pickles with the Deagle there. Still aggressive on the site as ever. Pushes into CT but will be caught up by Karma. This leaves just Cryptix. And while he grabs one quick frag and connector, he knows where the second player is. He doesn't have to commit towards B. Or A, sorry, that being said, but he still pushes in. Doesn't see the cross coming out from Karma. This is so big. This is all down to timing. And Karma will catch him off. Cryptix tries to play the mind games, but it won't go his way. Karma wraps round from Tetris and manages to take him down. What a weird round there. Endpoint almost picking it up with the pistols. But again, even though they got it close, even though they fell, they only have pistols. So 4 kills is still pretty effective coming into this. And yeah, now they know the economy is low. This is similar to the Vega Hellraisers match I was watching the other day for the major qualifier. We had the exact same map. We had Vega on this T side just forcing relentlessly, doing so much damage, getting 4 kills each round, but not able to convert it. Let's hope Endpoint don't dig themselves a hole like that, but Still, while the money has been effective for Reason, this could work out. However, this time it's triple rifle instead of double rifle, and it's getting even less done for Endpoint. 2 kills.
Yeah, they expected this. That's the big thing. They read this as a possibility, and even if they had come up against straight Glocks, they would have just had themselves set up for the buy round coming anyway. So, smart decision from Reason, just to make sure that this doesn't go the other way. They've taken a lot of damage in this round. 3 players a bullet or 2 away from death, but it shouldn't be happening now. And this could actually benefit them quite a lot, because really, going into the future rounds, they should be having an extra one to actually build up a bit of cash. However, Jesp actually going to take down 2. Not sure why the lower HP players are the ones peaking. So they will still lose a couple, and actually a rifle will be lost as well. So still extra damage being done, but this time, right decision. They're just going to have to save.
Yeah, just pistols coming out here and no armor to support it. A couple of P250s. This is a round where we can see a little bit of money on Jesp, for example. I'd like to see a flashbang, some kind of smoke, just charge them into a site with that. If you run in with just a full P250 train, it's unlikely to get too much done, but they do chase fast up short here. There is some mid presence from the side of Reason. We've got Karma pushed up, Cinder supporting for the connector as well, and this is a complete wipe down. 1 kill coming out from the way of Mighty Max, and other than that, it is just going to be a clean sweep. Reason Gaming picking up their 4th round. And now Endpoint going back in for the buy. Albeit 1 round too slow after those forces, but it was worth the risk, I would say. So now pulling in the AKs, they have the utility as well to fall back on it, so loss bonus begins to amount up, and mid-smoke coming out, Endpoint focusing on maybe some presence towards there as they take the B apartments control. And again, the same thing for the CT side, this aggression, straight through mid.
Oh, yeah, as it's gone the way of the T's. They've taken the early advantage, but it's quickly responded onto by Thomas. He's found that kill with the AWP. Max, waiting patiently, will take the head straight off of Cray. Now already gives them back that advantage once again. CT side looking to try and return. Hoodlum over towards that A-ramp position, clearing a lot of angles. Now he has a chance that he could actually catch out the bomb, especially considering Pickles is just taking the peek. He won't know that there's somebody this far aggressive, and this could make all the difference, especially with the UMP. He's got a decent opportunity up close. Now Jesper's going to go around the corner, and he's won that duel. That is absolutely huge. There's plenty of time for the T's to deal with it, but in the meantime, Thomas has already caught another as they look to try and savor that bomb, and while that's lovely stuff from him, most crucial kill of the round. Thomas is the one who actually cleans up the frags, gets that MVP, but it's Hoodlum who did, well, basically the most crucial frag of the round.
That's so common though, when you lose that A site, when you start losing players on the CT side and you start losing that site control, you decide to push up through ramp, and so many times we see people be caught out through ramp. Either way, good stuff from Reason to pick up that 5th round, and now Endpoint with just pistols coming in here. We're going to see the AWP strike once again, but no kill coming out. Endpoint very split up on this pistol round, but I mean, trading is difficult, and that's something you should be focusing on with pistols. But Max, he can pick up the first one in connector. Hoodlum does trade from the top of the ticket booth, but he still knows Max is stuck in the connector. The support from short coming through. Jesp attempting to trade, and he does do so. 1 quick kill into Cinder, and now the pistols are really making a mockery of the rifles here. Only Hoodlum and Karma left standing on the side of Reason. They're separated as well. Bomb will be taken. Same player pushing in through ramp. I can imagine Jesp will be a little more careful this time, and indeed he is. Sneaking up just in case, doesn't want to get caught out this time, and he even calls for support. Pickles is going to start to come back. They don't want to lose their players down ramp and throw away a round that they could pick up out of nowhere. So while these players are still split up, I would still expect some kind of A play, especially after that pick. Cryptics, though, catches the B rotation, and that will surely force them to back off towards B, because now they know the last player has to be A. And Hoodlum comes in through the CT spawn, but at Endpoint, they're in a 3-on-1, and they have 2 armoured players and a rifle.
Yeah, this shouldn't be possible now for Hoodlum, but 30 seconds on the clock. If he can catch one as they look to cross, then maybe he has a chance. I think he may have spotted a pix or 2. They're actually just going to rotate around. Should have all the sound he needs to at least give him the information.
Oh, this is
great. He'll be
great.
Waiting on the site. Now, when the bomb goes down, he wants to be going for somebody else as that frag. He will find one, looks for the second, actually gets it as well. And now Cryptics 1v1 eventually takes him down. And finally, we have a round for Team Endpoint. But you have to remember now, that is what, out of 6 rounds, 5 of those rounds have been pistols. And they've managed to pull off 1, and it was one of the pistol rounds. So now we have that opportunity for the CT side to try and break them back. The problem is the rounds have been so close that their money is actually not in a good state whatsoever.
3 rifles. No utility on the pistol players either to fall back on. This is far more unfortunate than I thought it would be after that 5-round streak. But let's see if they can get it done. Because, again, we've seen these rounds get very, very close regardless of the investments. And Endpoint do not want to get reset right now. This would be not a good way to start, especially considering Reason already have a pretty sizable round advantage this early on into the half. We do have this mid-control coming out once again. Reason aware that they haven't got enough rifles, so aren't contesting it. We just have Thomas playing for information here in the connector. He can spot some kind of short presence, but can also focus and make sure they're not coming in through the connector. That being said, boost potential is still on the cards. He has to be worried about that window room, but they start to push on through. He spots them, gets the information, goes to the fight. Mighty Max jumps in, but he fails, and Craig grabs himself a first kill over towards Palace as well, taking down Pickles. The pistols are having their effect once again, Tom. It's just Jesper Nimi left standing for the side of Endpoint, and the bomb is down.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it will be Endpoint going back to pistols once again in just a moment as well. Imi, he's already going to get dinked down, finished off by one more of those wonderful pistols. And, well, Hoodlum there to finish things. 4 players surviving. I think that's actually one of the cleanest rounds they've had so far, if not the cleanest. I think it's joint. Yeah, they've had another round where they had 4 alive, but if anything, the round where they actually have probably their worst buy in the last 5 is where they actually managed to do it the best. So
who knows?
Maybe Valve needs to take a little bit of a look at that one, but props go to them. Now, once again, T side not going to fully invest. Got enough money to buy for sure in the next round, and well, once again, pistols.
Max is trying to look for a pick here. Thomas is elevated up, but he's not spotting a thing with a Tech 9. Cryptic's repositions. There we go. There's Thomas striking. Already a pick. And just due to the position that he's playing, and you can't trade that one out without a boost or a flank round through the connector, so he's just going to be able to fall back with a man advantage. Pickles as well, looking to try and make a play out of the apartments, or the palace here, sorry. Not going to be spotted. Thomas peeking out to mid. A little bit more for him. Bomb is going to be dropped, and he grabs Imi in the meantime as well. Jeff attempts to trade, but Thomas is having a field day here. 3 kills.
It's all in the name.
You're a big fan of the name, aren't you, Tom? Oh my god.
Getting himself another 4 kills. Ace? Question mark?
Ace?
Pickles. Only one left alive. Thomas trying to spot for him. Cinder ruined it.
Wow, Cinder.
Ruined it. Weak name. 7-1.
Cinder's real name is actually Tom.
I don't believe you.
You shouldn't.
You're a bad liar, Mr. Byron.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I hate your burgers as well.
Cheers. Ruining my sponsorship, guys. Buy coming out again from Endpoint, but again, it's 7-1 up. What is this reason, Tom? They are doing so well right now. Again, we're early days, but this is Endpoint's map pick coming into their T side, where they should be showing off what they have on their, strategy book.
It's only their second buy. That's probably why.
Yeah, that's true.
They haven't managed to win that one singular buy either, so they've just not had the money to really do anything. And once again, already, Gray and Thomas combining. Got the first 2 kills. They're looking magnificent so far on this map, and Endpoint really not showing anything impressive whatsoever. 3 players remain. The bomb going to go pushing towards apps. The rest of the players looking to, in fact, rotate back in towards middle. And this is something that they've had. They've had mid-control nearly every single round, even when they've had pistols. The problem is they're not actually doing anything with it. They're not executing onto a site. They're not finding the picks in mid. They've lost the battle almost every single time. And from then on, once the picks go the way of the CT side, they're happy to fall back, and it's just smart. Just, okay, yep, we've got our picks. We'll fall into positions where we can defend off multiple angles, and it's just working wonderfully. Just not allowing them any control whatsoever in the positions of the map that actually matters. And there we go. Flawless round. Thomas. I'm impressed.
I love you. I think I do. 16-5.
Engine.
The thing is, Reason aren't missing a single fight. That's the crazy thing. It's not even the Endpoint aren't in positions to trade. They're just not winning aim battles, which is something that you don't expect from Endpoint. They have a lot of talent on the roster. They have a Swede, Tom. They have a Swede. This shouldn't be happening.
Counter-Strike's in his blood.
Exactly. Dear oh dear, not a good start at all for Endpoint, but either way, we will be going for a short pause. Tactical, as you would expect. Endpoint are going to take a second to work out what they want to do. And looking at their money, they've not got a lot of options. Loss bonus beginning to build up again after that reset that we saw 3 rounds ago. So next round they will have a full buy if they don't fully invest here, but it means they can get a couple of pistols, bit of armor maybe on Jesp, for example, and Cryptics alongside that. But to be honest, what I'd like to see here is just a bomb plant strategy. If they have it, planned at least, if they have the smokes and they have the execute, go for that ramp play, throw that, not the standard jungle stairs CT smoke, but go for that triple site smoke that you see teams do on eco, and just try and get that bomb down. Don't invest in PT50, just invest in Glocks and $300 of smokes. And then you can guarantee yourself a return if you get the bomb plant down. But Cryptics decided to go up for a bit of armor, pistol alongside that. He had 5k. And a few bits and pieces round the board, but nothing to really grant them anything too strong. Imi's got himself a smoke, but that's only towards top middle. And I don't know why you would go mid with this kind of round.
Well, they go mid every round.
This is why you don't go mid. Thomas.
Well, I don't understand the AG, but either way, they're managing to try and split out. They'll get one onto Cray. The Tech 9 armor doing a little bit, and Cryptics will drop too, but yeah, it doesn't really help them in terms of return on investment. They're going to have plenty of money, which is not something that we've been able to say so far. I think they've really screwed themselves in the sort of economic game so far. Thomas is 18 and 5 at the moment, which definitely isn't helping. And yeah, now they have to make their break back. No AWP once again, just going to stick with the flat AKs. And wow, you got to hope that they'll get something going here. Otherwise, we could be seeing a stomp.
This time they're not putting as much pressure on mid, which is something important. Thomas is split up towards short this time in replacement from Cinder, but actually he does have a bit of support from the man himself. Both players here, Thomas taking the fight and winning it as you would expect. And Endpoint starting to burst out of A. Imi going down is their connector split gone, and Cray will even take down Palace, meaning the last 3 players are just sandwiched in ramp. Hoodlum, fully blind, taps away onto Jesp, and one trade finally comes in. And out of nowhere, Mighty Max, a double Molotov, takes Hoodlum and Thomas. Cinder will trade that one frag though. But still, this leaves Cryptics alone, and despite Mighty Max's efforts to pull back the round with his molly, it's a 1v2. Make that a 2v0. Dear, oh dear.
Nice little double molly just in the middle there, and that's still not enough. That's still not enough. The weird thing is Cinder somehow ended up without a gun there. I think he juggled things a little bit wrong. So it could have gone the way of the T's if they managed to isolate that fight, but instead they're going to go for a bit of a mix once again. Pickles, okay, just taking his time. He is actually going to invest into a Deagle. They've got a few AKs on the board at least, but again, it's sort of like they're just not really dedicating anything to full buys. We haven't seen an AWP at all. Thomas now going to pick one up as well, which is probably going to make things even worse, but actually the wide peak catches him a little bit. He's low, but Cray's very quick to find the first kill elsewhere. As again, down a man, down 2 even, a team Endpoint.
Digging himself that hole. You see Mighty Max go down connector, and instantly Pickles goes, okay, we need to trade, we need to bring this back to a 4-on-4, peeks out, dies. Okay, next person, Imi, need to trade, need to bring this back. Yeah, it's the hole you dig once you lose a player. You try and trade things out, but then one by one you start to fall, and it's so common to see in these kind of style of teams that don't have great trade potential, because Endpoint were not sticking together in that round. Mighty Max was going for that solo peeking connector, and with no smokes or flashes down, it was a very, very risky move. Even if he got killed, even if he got a kill, there would probably be a trade from the site, as we do have this AA stack. Not stack, but set up. Either way, 4-on-2. And Endpoint, the one positive here is they can, just play together and try and worm their way around the map. But the issue is Cinder. Perfect positioning. Bomb drop. Jumps back up as well, so he can just peek out from short and even stop Jess from picking up the bomb. But as a return, he starts to move his way into the A site. Likely to get little success here. If he can maybe grab Cray, that could do something. But now they know where he is, and he only has 20 seconds.
Yeah, there's not really any chance of him coming away with this round. They're just sitting on the bomb. Thomas, well, not going to go around without getting a kill, of course. 11-1, and I'd quite like to see them take another tactical pause. I don't know how many they have in this situation, but yeah, if it's the standard, we're going with 2 per half, and wow, this is ludicrous. Another 6 rounds in a row after the initial 5. And again, it's just force buy after force buy. We've seen 2 full buys this whole map so far from the T's. And they didn't win either of them.
This is just insane. This is not what you think when you look at Endpoint, right? Obviously, this roster is
unreasonable.
New. That's a terrible joke. Obviously, this roster is new, but that's no excuse, I don't think, for this scoreline. These guys need to fully have some time together maybe to work on this. But Thomas in middle, going to get spotted. They cross towards short. He gets the information, but he doesn't land a shot. So Team Endpoint now in an okay spot. They can work their way in through the B apartments and go for that B split. Considering there's a solo player there, it should be nothing. But Cinder picks up a double kill in the meantime. Karma on the B site as well falls. And now suddenly Endpoint have got a round in their hands. A 3-on-2. B site control taken still. Need to get that bomb though, and Max will finally retrieve it, smoke off towards short, and get himself into the site to go for the plant.
Pistols working so far, at least. Max getting their first AWP as well, which could be something to work with. After plant position here, they shouldn't lose this round. They don't have any utility to slow down these CT players. There is an incendiary as well on Hoodlum, who could use that to clear out an angle. Instead, spots out one. There goes the Molotov just to force him out. Cray already going to be picking one off in the meantime. Pushing from Hoodlum, gets the second. Mighty Max now the only one left alive. Going with the AWP, and Hoodlum just takes his head clean off. 2v3 retake. Not a single player taken down in it. And reason, well, a walk in the park.
It's just that he shows himself towards short, and suddenly both players on the site, as well as Mighty Max with the AWP, all look towards short. They've only seen 1 out of 2 players.
Well, no, Pickles must have seen.
Yeah, after he pushed out though. Oh, I don't know. That
just silly.
It was just a weird round. Cray and Hoodlum just get it done, just out of nowhere. It seems that Reason are winning every single situation. 12-1. Good start for Imi though, does pick up the kill onto Thomas. That's actually a key frag, because Thomas has been one of the people to drag Reason through these rounds, alongside Cinder at the top of the board. 20 kills and 8 deaths, and now no trade coming through. Karma just missing that shot there into the B apartments. Jesper's going to get away with his life, and 80 points of damage in return onto the body of Karma.
Yeah, T's, again, they're in an advantageous situation. Split looking like it is going to come in through connector, although they've still got plenty of time to make their overall decision. Back towards Firebox, we've got Hoodlum, who's actually only died 3 times so far in this game. Cray, going to be waiting. Flash comes in. He's going to, well, get nothing actually. Mighty Max will take his head clean off. Rotation a little bit off, in fact, leaving just Hoodlum as a sort of lone ranger on this A site. He's going to hide towards the firebox.
Oh, no.
Hope that he can take someone down. Peeks out, spots Pickles, looks for more. Actually drops the bomb as well, but eventually he'll be traded. But Cinder doing work again. Back to a 2 versus 2. Karma has the AWPs low, holding the cross. And now it's all onto Imi. 1 versus 2, AWP in hand. 20 seconds left to make his move, and he'll walk into position. Nothing is working for Team Endpoint. And please tell me again who the favourite was.
You know what the issue is?
No flakes.
They need snods. They need snods here. Bring him back, boys. No, I think if anything, Flakes would improve this team. I don't think you can make it worse at this point, can you?
They could have 0 rounds.
That's a good point. Flakes would get them 2. Hoodlum start off, spray down ramp, 2 for him. Karma follows up with the AWP, and Hoodlum pulls out the pistol. It's tilt mode now. Endpoint just trying to burst through a smoke on ramp is not going to work. Jesper's alone. Reason haven't missed a gunfight. Flash comes through, and they're using Zeus's now. Jesper unable to find anything here. He's going to have to go absolutely massive. Peeks round the corner. There's Karma. A second jump in. Hoodlum looking for the kill, but Jesp thinks they're coming from the back line. Flashes back.
Zeus kill. The BM level plays that we were sort of expecting in the last game. But minute left. Problem is they've already taken map control. Cinder just going to be waiting patiently in case he tries to rotate. Should be dead the second he goes up this ladder, unless he can spot the angle, and he can't. 14-1/2. Team Endpoint looking more tilted than the Leaning Tower of Pisa, or as Harry once said, the Eiffel Tower.
No words after that half, Tom. No words. Obviously, the matches, or at least most of the matches, weren't streamed, or at least officially streamed for the first couple of days of qualifiers for this. So I didn't watch the Method Reason game. But I just saw the score and I was going, what the hell happened there? Now I see, Tom. Now I see what happened there. I see what's happening now. And going into today, I was going, okay, CX, Endpoint final, Endpoint win it. Cool, easy. Nah. I think I've changed my prediction. This is a new Reason. set up towards B for the T side. We've got 2 CTs in position. Imi here playing from the market. We have Cryptics playing contact as well, so he'll get a lot of information. 1 kill coming in, that's good. It's a trade coming through, but still, anything Endpoint can get, they will take. Imi dinked out, unable to land the shot, has to fall back and wait for the forces to arrive, but Thomas will chase him down. 2 players already dead on the B site, and the bomb getting planted as Pickles gets overrun by the raid boss, and 2 more will remain for Endpoint.
Yeah, well, they've got to try and retake this one, haven't they? This is just looking so unfortunate. Jess will be able to get one, so that's something, but he's already going to be left alone. 1v3, runs around the corner, finds the first, spamming with that 5-7. Doesn't have a kit to play with, so got to get his running shoes on here. Looking for a little bit more. I don't think he's going to be able to do anything. Ooh. Actually gets a third. I think the time is just going to be too far gone. Hoodlum not going to be peeking in this situation. Just bait out that clock. Take the kill afterwards as well. 15-1. It's looking like the end. Point.
I could be that one.
It's just as bad as the other one.
This is actually just ridiculous. This is insane. I've no words. Scout out for Jesp. Pistols across the board in the other hands of the members of Endpoint, and rifles are out for reason, so we've got the range game in play. 1 SMG on Hoodlum, just so he can buy a little bit more utility, go for that setup if they want to go for an execute, but we have enough smokes anyway. Maybe lackluster on the flashbangs, but Thomas, of course, he's going to be the one kicking this round off, as he has been this map in middle. There's the first, takes down Imi. Jesp tries to trade, does do the damage with the scout, but he gets away scot-free.
CT side, they've taken control. Actually, if Max can get this kill, but nope. Doesn't even hit a single shot by the looks of things. Carmen just going to finish him off instead. Well, actually, he lost 1 health.
There we go. Impact.
But we are going to see the CT side, at least with 2 players in the back lines, make that 1 as Thomas takes another. Will eventually fall, but it's just so problematic at the moment. And, well, 16-1. I think throwing this back to the analyst desk is going to be very difficult in this situation, as I don't know what they're going to be saying. Oh,
that's us. I'm sorry. That is actually just insane. What has happened to Endpoint?